This is a disclaimer. I'm going to talk of as myself, Faithless Zealot, for a moment, just to kind of explain sort of what these videos are. They're these kind of experimental videos. I'm not really sure necessarily like what the purpose of them are, but if you enjoy them, please feel free to comment and share and subscribe and all that fun stuff. Now, I want to make it clear I am not a licensed therapist. This isn't meant for any sort of psychoanalysis or any sort of mental health screening. So if you genuinely have issues, please seek professional help. If I'm going to try and put some sort of links to decent organizations from around the world, but if people could send me some like links for certain organizations that could kind of help with mental health issues, just please let me know, especially in like different countries, because I think I'm mainly just going to use US and UK because that's the ones I know of off by hand. So if you get ASMR from these videos, awesome. Like that, I don't really have a great setup for ASMR, so that's why I wasn't going that angle. They're kind of just more sort of, I don't know. It's just kind of an interesting sort of experiment, I guess. So anyway, there will be a time skip like on the front of the video, so feel free to skip that if you already heard this spiel. Anyway, enjoy the video. Thank you. Hey, you right? Yeah, I'm not too bad. How about yourself? Oh, well, that good, huh? Yeah, well, I don't really have a lot going on right now, so if you want to talk about it, I'm happy to listen. Hmm. Yeah. No, yeah, I can. I no, I can definitely see it. Well, yeah, that's just the thing. It's with that sort of experience, it's difficult to necessarily understand it because it's not really an experience I've necessarily personally had. But that doesn't mean to say that I don't feel empathetic for your position. You know, with my limited understanding of what you possibly might be going through, I still feel at some degree like I can relate it to maybe relatively similar experiences that I've had, and so to at least try and bridge that gap between understanding, I can attempt to picture myself as if it were to happen to me. And, you know, it genuinely, I feel, you know, I feel that as hard as it might be right now, you'll manage. You know, you'll get that. You'll get that. I think you're quite a strong individual. I mean, I feel like there's some traits in you that I might need to work on in myself. I mean, hey, there's plenty of days where I feel like I just wake up and just waste the day away, you know? Just kind of continue to cocoon myself away from the world because I'm too afraid of, well, blossoming, as it were, I suppose. Yeah, I know, it's kind of pretentious, isn't it? uh, well, I think ultimately we'll be fine. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. I mean, as long as we continue to just keep going and just our will remaining strong and unbroken, then we'll always be able to find a solution to the problems at hand. But then again, it's why it's surprising that you came to me actually. Like, it's not that I'm not willing to listen. It's more that many people kind of feel that I'm cold, and I can see why. It's not that I'm emotionless, far from it. In fact, I feel often people have a hard time understanding my emotions, and maybe you feel the same way. Perhaps you're just not sure how to articulate them in a way that, in, or convey them in a way that people can pick up on easily. So they have to sort of work the extra mile in order to really understand what you mean. And I feel that's why I can come across as kind of cold and maybe a bit distant, because I often, whenever I'm faced with a problem, my immediate sort of attack is to, yeah, even framing it as an attack is to find a solution. I'm a problem solver, I'm a troubleshooter. It's baked into me. It's kind of natural. In fact, it's the way I typically cope. If I'm stressed or if I'm worried, whenever someone puts it into like a digestible paradigm, or like make it make sense to me logically, then I stop being worried, because I find it to be less unknown. Like the the situation isn't like ungraspable anymore. It's you can consider every outcome that can occur, and you can sort of analyze it. Um, Sometimes obsessively, and that goes into its own problems, and that's when you're up until like 4 in the morning, still like wide awake, staring at the ceiling, thinking like, oh God, what's going to happen next? uh, I laugh, but it can be kind of horrific sometimes. But eventually, you still find a way. And I think you will. I mean, Jesus, like you've had I'm sure you've had a lot of trials in your life. Hey, 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 don't diminish them, okay? Like, what happened to you, alright? It's valid. Like, that shit happened for a reason. It, not always a good reason, not always a bad reason either, but it happened. And you're here now, and the scars may remain, but you want to heal. You want to get better. You want to feel better. You want to find a way to make life just that bit more bearable, that bit more tolerable. And it's commendable. It means you're not a lost cause. So never think that. Because I know what you were going to say, and I was not going to let you say it. Don't you dare say it, in fact. Because you can't keep pushing. You can't keep doing it, alright? I know, I get too intense sometimes, I need to lighten up. Well, yeah. Humor's more of like a defense mechanism for me, rather than kind of, I don't know, like a sort of normal social response. But maybe in a way that is a normal social response for human to be a defense mechanism. I mean, Jesus Christ, every time I'm awkward, like I throw out a quip, and often puts egg on my face. I'm sure you can relate. I'm sure you've been in situations similar. Yeah. Do you feel a little bit better at least? Alright, well, it'll get there. Anyway, it's been nice talking to you. I gotta go. I got some things to do. Well, whether I do them, and not just end up playing video games for the next 5 hours. Well, yeah, those damn vices, right? But you love them. I love them. Could it be worse? Oh yeah, no, it could be worse. It could be addicted to something far worse. But even then, it's still good to kind of get some level of moderation in life. All right. Now you take care, okay? Oh, you want a hug? Will a high five do? I'm sorry. I'm not a big fan of being touched. It's nothing personal. I'm sure you keep very good hygiene. It's just, yeah, it's kind of awkward for me. So, you're not offended. Oh, thank God. Yeah, it's always awkward to explain. High five's okay. Alright. Ah, wow. Yeah, strong hand there. May sting a little bit. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm fine. Alright. You have a good rest of your day now. I'll speak to you soon. Hey, also, if you have any other concerns or problems, I'm here. You know how to find me. Alright. Peace out. You have a good one. Cheers.